By now, you have probably heard those all too familiar holiday tunes while you're out and about. And so, yes, here we are thick in the holiday season 2025. And the first thing you might think about is families getting together to celebrate. And that's the end result, right? But between now and then, there are plenty of holiday themed activities to do in all of our communities. And what does that do? It helps to get people out into the community, maybe partake in local shops and restaurants, businesses too. And so, what are local governments doing to help promote these holiday themed economic drivers? Yeah, let's find out right now from our guests. We have Winter Park Mayor Sheila DeCiccio. Mayor, welcome to In Focus.
Thank you. It's
Of
a
course,
pleasure to
of
be here.
course, of course. And we also have Jason Jones, the Vice Mayor of the City of Plant City. Honored to have you both here on this week. And Mayor DeCiccio, if I may start with you, obviously
Sure.
you want people to come to Winter Park all the time. But what
We
is
do.
it about the holidays that makes it just so darn special? What have you seen while having been, in the mayor's chair and the city commission before that?
Well, last year or the last couple of years, Main Street, um, Park Avenue District became a Main Street. And so that really upped what they did for decorations in the city, for lights, for all types of things. We have carousel for children. It's free. We have the tunnel of lights. We work together with all, whether it's a Park Avenue District, the Chamber, the Morse Museum, to have those gorgeous stained glass windows in the park for free, the Bach Choir. We have so many different activities, all the businesses. It brings family, it brings community together, and that's good for it's an economic driver. It's good for the businesses, restaurants, shops. So we have been working really hard with everybody, and I really think it's a community effort. Well, it is a community effort for sure, but that's what makes Winter Park so special. That's what makes us shine, and it's just that feeling of I keep going back to the word community, but kindness, generosity, because there's so much for everybody, whether it's a parade or s'mores for children. So
Yeah.
anyway, we've got a lot on the plate, and we've got over 20 activities, which we will send you the site for. I think we have, and you can put up anytime.
And Mayor, expound, if you will, on that Main Street designation. What does that really mean?
There's so many streets in the that are designated. You have to apply for it, and you have to meet certain conditions. And we have it's as far as it helps Main Street helps the city and the area work with the businesses to promote them, to bring more activities to the residents, to people visiting. And it's just, it's again, it's that community. And we were on a 3-year probation, as is everybody when you apply for it. And we just got the full designation.
Awesome.
So in fact, Main Street is going to have their main meeting this winter in Winter Park. So we've done a good job. It brings all the businesses, the community together, and just makes it shine even more.
Got it. Thank you for that clarification. And so, my Vice Mayor Jones, I have actually never experienced Christmas in Plant City. So give it to me. Tell me
No,
about
not
the
yet.
overall holiday experience. Yeah, exactly. So what are you looking forward to most, and what do you guys pull off that you're so proud of?
Okay, we've got a lot. So, anyways, first of all, thank you for having me here and welcome from Plant City. As our mayor likes to say, it's always a great day here in Plant City, especially the holidays. So, the holidays are my favorite time of year here. We have a lot happening. As you just heard, we've got some great events. We actually started about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Our kickoff is December the 4th. However, our city employees have to start about 2 to 3 weeks before that to start setting up the holiday decorations throughout the city. Last week, I was driving through downtown Plant City, saw the holiday workers actually setting up the lights and the wreaths on the light poles, and it just hit me. It was like, wow, it's the holiday season already. It's my favorite time of year. Let's get the kids ready. Let's get everybody ready. But in Plant City, we've got a lot of traditions. Been doing some of these events for decades. So I've got a lot of great events I'm glad to talk about. But they're economic drivers. They're here for the community. As the mayor just said, it's important to have these community events for our businesses, for our citizens, for the families. And we have a lot of events too, which I'm glad to talk about today.
Of course. And first, if you could just also clarify, what kinds of local government involvement is there? What are some specifics where we can see them in action?
Well, the mayor just did a great job discussing the importance of historic Main Street. We are one of the older historic Main Streets in the state. We actually just got an award for that. So I'm proud of a historic Main Street. It's been here for a very long time. So the historic Main Street here in Plant City is big for some of these events. They do a lot of planning and host a lot of these events you're going to hear me talk about. We also have the Plant City Chamber of Commerce. They've got one of my favorite traditions here in Plant City that they do yearly that I think kicks off in a couple weeks. But we've got a large Christmas lane at the Strawberry Festival. So when it's not strawberry season, we still fill the Strawberry Festival with Christmas. So I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But there's a lot of events. So Christmas Lane, the community volunteers. So we just have a lot of businesses, community volunteers, Chamber of Commerce, and the Main Street that does a lot to provide these events.
Wow, so things are already in motion there in Plant City. Awesome to hear. And so, Mayor DeCiccio, yeah, tell me about Winter Park's progress. I mean, I imagine you don't just kind of throw this all together, a week or two before. The planning must be pretty extraordinary.
They actually will start planning for this in February, March, and the full kickoff, raising money from the businesses, from the chamber kicks in, all the different 501Cs, like I said, the Bach, the Morse Museum, all the community, the parades, they all contribute. And so the meetings start June, full swing, already getting with contractors to put the lights on. Our lights, the same as Vice Mayor Jones, our lights have already started going up. I think the kickoff is December 4th for that also, to turn on all the lights for the city. So every year they try to up the game because it's so good. So what can we do? So this year you can go in a booth and you can talk to Santa Claus. So, and we made sure the police check kids can, once they're in there, that doesn't latch close, they can come back out.
Yep.
And but there's so many details, and they just do a fabulous job. And just the working together, everybody comes together, which like as Vice Mayor Jones said, whether it's the chamber, they're the ones that are in charge of the parade. They put Christmas on the Park on. It's the fire department. All the city contributes to it. Our park and maintenance are phenomenal with all they do for it. And then the businesses on the avenue and the 501Cs and everything from tuber in the park to, as I said, s'mores to you name it. It's so heartwarming to see it all come together. Yeah, and it's all for the residents and for visitors. We want you to come back, so we go out of our way for you.
Indeed, yeah, that camaraderie, that teamwork really ignites the spirit of the season for sure. And Mayor, sticking with you, you mentioned the businesses, and in this era of buying everything on Amazon and having it delivered to your doorstep, how are you working to get foot traffic into these local shops, and what do businesses tell you, as a member of city government, what they need in order to succeed?
Mm-hmm. Well, what we do to help the businesses, we have a lot of different events throughout the year, and you've probably heard of the art festivals and whatnot. But Christmas is a time when we have so many activities, and I said we will put things out like the carousel for children, which is free, which is the tunnel of lights. Somebody got engaged in there last year. I mean, we do this so that people are on the avenue. It just draws visitors, residents, families to the avenue. And that they eat in the restaurants, whether it's buying an ice cream for the kids or eating a meal, they shop in the shops for their Christmas shopping. So having all of these activities and things going on really helps the businesses. And that's what I want to go back to the Main Street, the Park Avenue District, the Chamber. Doing all of this together is so helpful, because once people come and they see Park Avenue, they want to come back to it. Mm-hmm. So that's one. Just doing all these activities helps people know what's going on and is such a good driver for us.
Indeed, I am a repeat offender for sure. And Vice Mayor Jones, we were speaking of Amazon. Overall, how has online shopping and delivery to your door affected your business community? Is it tougher to maintain a brick and mortar store these days?
It is definitely a lot tougher, and that's where the partnerships that we've talked about come into play. Having our downtown merchants, having the Plant City Chamber of Commerce supporting the downtown merchants and our businesses throughout Plant City. Christmas Lane brings in 30,000 people to the city of Plant City. So Christmas Lane brings in people from all over the country to the Strawberry Festival. I talked about the Chamber of Commerce, one of my favorite events. They have a Christmas tree decorating contest every year. Kicks off here, I believe, next week. But they've got 24 local businesses that have decorated Christmas trees, have them in their businesses. The general public will go visit all 24 of those businesses. They get a sticker at each business. And when they get all the stickers filled on their sheet, they get to be registered for a gift card, for several gift cards that are given out. But that gets 24 businesses. It gets the public into 24 businesses where you can meet the business, learn more about them. I like to take my kids with me. Some of those businesses have candy, some of them have food. So we spend some money at the businesses when we go. We learn about the businesses. We also have letters to Santa and free downtown gift wrapping. That's done by our historic Main Street. That's in November, November the 29th. And that's where you go to downtown Plant City, and your kids can bring a letter to Santa, and the kids will actually get a reply from Santa. Not to mention anything they buy that day in downtown Plant City, they get free gift wrapping. So if they're like me, they're not any good at gift wrapping, they need to be there.
I'm the worst. I am the worst
I think
at
I've got you beat.
That is very good to hear that we're going to get some assistance. So, Mayor DeCiccio, I was walking or looking rather at the City of Winter Park's calendar of events,
Yes.
and oh my goodness, you have a lot going on for the holidays outside of what you had already mentioned. So yeah, we're just showing a snapshot of your website, and this just feels like a huge investment in the community. Tell me more. Tell me more about those conversations that you're having this year.
As I said, we start early. We love it. Christmas for the holidays for Winter Park are so huge because, as I said, it brings everybody together and it's a huge economic driver. So we it keeps expanding and people come to us, can we do this? Can we do this? And it's really everyone's volunteering more just to put those windows out in the park and the security for them and just lighting them up is massive. The Bach Choir, Hannibal Square, putting the Christmas trees up, lighting the menorah. You have everybody, the Kwanzaa, you have everybody coming together wanting to make this great. And really, I think it's that spirit that just keeps shining through. And there's over 20 events that we've already got scheduled. And I
Wow.
don't want to take up the whole show. You've shown a few of them, but there is a site, and you have it on your website that people can go um, to just do everything, whether it's music, the Philharmonic Orchestra comes to us. We've got the boat parade. We've got Hanukkah in the park. We've got the big band event, the Morse windows, the Merry Tuba, Kwanzaa celebration, you name it, we have it.
Wow.
We try to be as inclusive as we can. And all of this brings people, and this is what keeps the businesses, people walk inside the shops, they shop, they eat. And this is what keeps us so vibrant. And like, as I said, it's not just Park Avenue, but it's also Hannibal Square, New England Avenue. It's really
Yeah.
helps the entire city. We've got another park, Seven Oaks. We're going to have a singing Christmas tree there. So every place has a little bit different going on and something for everyone.
And even the boat cruises on the chain of lakes, you can look at the holiday homes, and that is just fascinating as well, in addition to the parade. So yeah, and Vice Mayor Jones, Plant City also, of course, rocking that celebration. So we want to check this out this is Christmas Lane. Plant City is no slouch at all when it comes to these holiday celebrations. And like I talked about with the mayor, talk to me then more about this community investment here, and even being a part, Vice Mayor, of those traditions, not just with your work family, but your family.
Yeah, it's magical for families for all over because we get a lot of visitors here to Plant City. As I said, Christmas Lane Over 1.5 million lights are set up at Christmas Lane. They have a living nativity, they have entertainment, they have carnival rides, a lot of photo moments out there. Over 2,000 volunteer hours go into making that event happen though. So that's the
Wow.
key with this with Plant City is we have a lot of volunteers that make these events happen in Plant City. And that's why I like to say is Plant City is special because we have so much community involvement. Again, 2,000 hours to make Christmas Lane happen, but it brings joy to a lot of families. So it's very important, something that when Lane Weatherington, he started that back in the 80s here in the community at his house. And now it's grown to over 30,000 people coming to, and he had to move it because it got so large. He had to move it to the Strawberry Festival grounds.
Wow.
But that's the love of the holidays, and that's Plant City stepping up and volunteering and making these events happen.
Wow. And Vice Mayor, sticking with you, do you happen to have any data on overall tourism during this time of year? What do we know in that realm?
Well, like I said, I actually put up the numbers for Christmas Lane because I was curious myself this morning. So over 30,000 people a year and growing. It's been growing every year. So there are over 30,000 people a year come to Christmas Lane here in Plant City. We've got
Wow.
our, Lights of Love Christmas tree lighting on December 4th in downtown Plant City. That brings out thousands. We've got my favorite, the Plant City Parade, the next day. That brings out thousands, and we've been doing that parade for decades.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. And yeah, same question for you, Mayor. Let's talk about the tourism aspect, and I'm sure the chamber has a lot to do with that and that partnership. But expound, if you will.
I will. After the attractions, of course, Disney, Universal, Winter Park is the #1 tourist attraction in Orange County. So the chamber is a big part of doing advertising for us. But really, we don't advertise. We just have a wonderful community that when people visit, they love it. Whether it's somebody that likes nature, you've got the water, the boat tours, you've got beautiful walks that you can do through Me Garden. If it's culture, I mean, we're the city of arts and culture. You've got so many phenomenal museums. You've got Morse, Rollins, Plastic, and all kinds of wonderful galleries in between. And restaurants, we've got restaurants, every type of food that you could possibly want and imagine. So we we really have it all. And then it's just really nice to get away and just be able to stroll up and down through Winter Park, and people really love that. So I think we're doing a good job of really our community is about that kindness, the generosity, the wonderful tradition, the charm of it, and I think that's what keeps drawing people in. So we were just, and I'm going to have to boast about this. We were just named the #1 small city. We have about approximately 33,000 residents in the state of Florida and top 20 in the country. So
Wow.
um, it's the people, it's the residents that make this so very special here, and the businesses and
Indeed.
everybody else in it.
So, Vice Mayor, what can you experience in Plant City that you cannot experience anywhere else?
You've got to check out our events for the holiday season. In Plant City, we like to say we don't want families to just see the holidays. We want you to feel the holidays. So come to our downtown Plant City, come to the events. You'll hear the Christmas music. You'll we've got a lot of great shops to do your Christmas shopping in. We've got a lot of great restaurants to go visit. The downtown, we get visitors that come to our downtown. They're like, it is just absolutely beautiful. Just like Winter Park, we've got an amazing downtown with great businesses, great events. So come to Plant City, enjoy the holidays, and spend some time with us. You'll absolutely love it.
And Mayor, 20 seconds left. What makes Winter Park stand out from all others when it comes to the holiday season?
Well, my goal as mayor is to make sure every resident feels proud of their city and every visitor leaves wanting to return. The holidays are our best chance to show the world what community looks like when it's at its best.
Amen to that. Winter Park Mayor Sheila DeCiccio and Plant City Vice Mayor Jason Jones. It's been a pleasure, you two. Thank you so much for joining us here on the show, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you both.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. To keep up with important issues impacting our communities and hear more conversations with the people who are shaping the future, subscribe to our channel. You can also download our app or find Spectrum News on your TV for balanced, in-depth political coverage and more.